Hi everybody, I am going to solve this question to you, and before solving this question, let's know the rules and regulations for exponent. They have some rules and you have to memorize the rules, and I'm going to show the picture to you. Welcome back, my dears, and according to exponent rules, I'm going to solve some examples to you. And let's have these examples. The first example is the first rule of exponent or power rule. So if you have bases, equal bases, you have to write for two equal bases one base and try to add the exponents. 2 to the power of 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. And if you simplify it, it will be equal to 128. 2 to the power of 7, it means how many 7s you have? It means how many 2's you have? You have 7 2's. So 3 to the power of 2 multiplied by 4 to the power of 2. Here are the exponents are equal. You have to write one exponent and then multiply 3 by 4. 3 multiplied by 4 will be equal to 12. 12 to the power of 2. And it's equal to 144. Means how many 12 you have? 2 12s. 12 multiplied by 12. So for now, let's solve this. It is equal to the base, and you have to multiply these exponents. 3 multiplied by 2. If there is many exponents, you can multiply it also. 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. So it's equal to 64. I think if you multiply 2 to the power of 6, it will be equal to 64. So how can you write this? It means that you have how many 2's? 6 2. 6 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 2. How many 6 you have? Yes, you have 6. How many 2's? 6 2's. If you multiply this, 4 multiplied by 2, 8 multiplied by 2, 16. 16 multiplied by 2 is equal to 32, and 32 multiplied by 2 is equal to 64. This is all multiplication. So, if a number is to the power of 0, remember that in each case, the answer will be equal to 1. So, it is equal to 1. Why? 3 multiplied by 2, 6. 6 multiplied by 0, 0. So 5 to the power of 0. 5 to the power of 0 means what? Equal to 1. So let's have the division rule. If you have same bases, you have to write 6 to the power of 9 negative 7. So it will be equal to 6 to the power of 9 negative 7 is equal to positive 2. So it is equal to how many 6 you have? 6 multiplied by 6 is equal to 36. So for now, you have what? This is exponent, and the power of the exponents are equal. If the exponents are equal, you have to take one exponent, then divide the bases. 10 over what? 5. So 10 over 5 is equal to 2. 2 to the power of 5. You know that 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 32. So the next case is equal to if the number is to the power of negative exponent, it is equal to the reciprocal form of that number with the power positive power. It means the reciprocal of 3 is equal to 1 over 3. It means if you find the reciprocal of 3, you have to write it 1 over 3. And it's the negative exponent 2. It is the negative 2, you have to write it as positive 2. And if you have, on the contrary, it means the reciprocal form of that. If you have 1 over 2 to the power of negative 2, you have to write, what is the reciprocal form of 1 over 2? Yes, it is the 2. The reciprocal form of 1 over 2 is equal to 2. So, write 2. It is negative 2. If you find the inverse of that number, you have to write the negative 2. It's equal to positive 2. You have to write it positive 2. So, positive 2. So you can simplify also this. 1 over 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 9. And is equal to the power of 2 is equal to 4. And these are some examples for exponent rules. And So that was really okay. Welcome back, and I'm going to solve this question to you. So let's start from the exponent rules that you had. I'm going to start from where? Yes, from the square root of 27. First, if you have this brackets, you have to write it the root over 2 and 2 to the power of 27. Write 27 as a 9 multiplied by 3. Multiply, write 8 by 2 to the power of 3 to the power of, instead of 75, you have to write 225 multiplied by 3. 25 multiplied by 3. So, here is 4. Instead of 4, 2 to the power of 2, and instead of 48, you have to write 16 multiplied by 3 as equal to 48. So, let's solve, or let's simplify this. 2 to the power of, okay, you know the square root of 9? Yes, you know the square root of 9 is 3. And you don't know the square root of 3 is a decimal number. So it doesn't have a square root, it's the decimal number if you simplify it. Multiply by 2 to the power of 3, and you know the square root of 25 is equal to 5, 3. So 2 to the power of 2, this 2, multiply by, yes, multiply by the square root of 16 is equal to 4. Yes. So for now, let's start from here. As you know, it's all to the power of the square root of 2 over 2. So how can you find, or how can you apply the exponent rules to this one? So first, if you are going to apply this, try to multiply this power on power rule. So write it like over 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of, here you have to multiply according to exponent rule. 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 25. 15 and 3. The square root of 3, and 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 8. The square root of 3. So for now, it was equal to, here you have the exponent rule. The first exponent rule, that is the multiplication rule, that you have to write it the same like the square root of 3 over 2, and you have to write 2 to the power of 3. You have to add the powers because the bases are the same, and you have to add the exponents or the powers. So you have to add this. If you add 3 plus 15 is equal to 18, and you cannot add this to the square roots because that's not the rule. So you have to just add the coefficients of the square root of 3. So here you have to write it 2 to the power of 8, the square root of 3. So for now, you have another rule of exponent, that is about division. When the bases are equal in division, you have to subtract from the exponent of numerator exponent of denominator. See how? You have to write it the same like, you have to write it 2 to the power of 18 square root of 3 negative 8 square root of 3, all to the power of this. So for now, let's find the subtraction form. It will be equal to 2 to the power of 10 square root of 3, all to the power of this. So come to here, 2 to the power of, it is in multiplication, back in power on power rule. That was, I think, the second rule. The third rule. 10 multiplied by this one is equal to, you can cut this also, 1, 2, and first multiply it, okay? You can write it 10 over 2, the square root of 3. 3 multiplied by 3. Now you can multiply this because it is the multiplication form. So it was equal to this. Now it is equal to 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, then the square root of 9 is equal to 3 multiplied by 3. So it is equal to 2 to the power of, you have to divide this, it is equal to 5 multiplied by 3. So the answer will be equal to 2 to the power of 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15. So that is the answer. And that was the question. Thank you for watching this video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Goodbye.